Welcome and congratulations for getting shortlisted your profile for this internship program. Let me walk you through a detailed pre-internship talk video discussing about internship roles and responsibilities, stipend structure, training roadmap, and job opportunities. This video is going to be very important. I want you to concentrate and focus on it. So let's begin. Before we move on, I want you to look at the disclaimer into the screen right in here. First is, before filling the application form, I want you to complete this video, okay? And don't fill until and unless you complete this video, which I already mentioned it. And we will only consider those students who have completed the video and fill the form. Because in here, we will be discussing all in details. No confusion should be created before going forward. I hope this is clear. Let's talk about our company and the services that we provide in these slides. Tradeshala is the academy wings of PBRISER. We are started back in 2019 and registered under Ministry of Corporate Affairs, MSME. We are headquartered in the city of Bangalore. Our main services includes usually providing research and consulting, mainly in the global financial market and for hedging and arbitrage purpose only. Now we have varieties of clientele, mainly export and import industries. We are having a research institute, consulting firm, and also we work very closely with colleges and universities. Sectors that we are working closely on is equities, stocks, currencies of Forex, commodities, gold, silver and oil, and cryptocurrencies. Recently this is added. If you want to know more about our company and details providing services, please go through our website and check it. But as an intern, what are you going to learn on? A detail, it's what we are going to talk in the next slides. So as a student, this is something that I wanted to show it to you. What are you going to go through? Please focus on this video, okay? We have this corporate relationship initiative program, one of a kind, designed specially for the live project and the internship. Only main core objective is to build a strong community with like you by giving them complete knowledge in capital market and trading. So therefore you'll be provided here with practical experience in global financial market and also in the Indian market. We'll be training you, mentoring you, handholding you in complete this process. Mainly in the sectors like stocks, which is Indian market stocks and equities will be trained on. Forex or currencies, global financial commodities, all the commodities, metals, agri commodities, and also we will be training you a cryptocurrencies. This is one of our skills which is highly demanded at this point of time. And we would want you to really look forward to considering this because this will help you a lot going forward in future. Now there are specific students why this should be considered for. And if you're one among these students which you already are, I want you to understand in the next slides. So in this, I'll talk about with almost 220 batches trained, right? Across 20,000 students, we have come to a conclusion. Whatever you're learning in the academia, what practical is going to help you in this internship, especially for the student. If you're a student, which you are already one of the candidate because you've been shortlisted, if you're BA and MA economics, it will help you a lot. Number two, if you're BCom or MCom, especially it will help you to deep dive about the practicality. Number three, if you're BBA and MBA student like myself, 45% of practicality will be covered in this internship project for you, okay? And BSc and MSc finance will help you a lot. Engineering students or computer students, especially if you're interested is around quantitative finance, algorithm trading and fintech. If you're not a student or you're planning to pursue for the higher education in the masters, this will help you and give you complete practical knowledge. And also if you're trying to consider for doing a certification courses like CFA, it will help you a lot. CFA is one of the main core. This will help you in terms of alternative investment, equity investment. There are many global financial market, CMTs, CA, FRM, NISM and so forth and so on. All these certification courses will help you because this is one of a kind structure that we have designed for you where you're already learning theory in your academia, 99% theory, right? But if you really is interested about doing it practical, this will give you the window to help you understand. If you're only interested about practical, do this, okay? Now, before moving ahead with the internship program, there are few prerequisites you must have it and we will have to consider it, okay? We cannot, of course, take everybody. Prerequisite number one, I'm sure you already have a laptop. And when you have a laptop, because we will have an online session, please have a good internet connectivity. And you must be willingness to learn about finance, trading and investment. If you're not willing to learn, this is not for you. There are requirements that we look forward to. Number one requirement is you must be graduate or post-grad student. If you're below that, we will not able to consider for few reasons, because you're going to learn advanced monetary policy, fiscal policy, and how the banking system usually works, taking decision across the global financial market. Some of them are really difficult in terms of decision making, and you need to have a minimum of 2 months full time. Please do this internship when you have only 2 months full time. If you don't able to commit yourself 2 months, please don't take this internship, because you're going to waste your time. And we want you to dedicate only for 2 months, and you're going to see a life-changing career for yourself. This you can able to work from home if you wish to, but however, second month onwards, if you wish to come to the office and be with our community, please inform your mentor, your manager, and come from the second month. First month, take the training online. Second month, you can come to the office. The last but not the least, very important, you have to sign a commitment letter and a refundable deposit of 4499. What is this commitment letter and refundable deposit? Let me give you explanation. Now let's come to the commitment letter. This commitment letter you will receive once you have been selected. What is this? Let me explain to you, okay? It's an agreement sent to you that you will complete your internship successfully, completing the assignment, complete the task, complete the practicality, and not leaving your internship in the middle. And you have to put a refundable deposit of 4499 with the company. And let me walk you through why we take all those things and what happened when we don't take. First of all, this cost and deposit that we take from you 4499 is purely refundable, fully refundable after completing your task during the internship. What is this task? I'll talk about this in the next few slides, okay? Why we take 4499 as a refundable deposit from a student. First of all, to make sure only interested candidate joined. Okay, we don't want a many candidate because we have very limited seat reserved for students for this internship program per batch. Number two is this deposit is 100% refundable, will be paid back to you once you complete your task, which I have already mentioned to you. This is not a fees. We don't take anything from you. Number three, you'll be getting a training worth of 1,40,000 at no cost, absolutely for free. The software, the training, the mentorship, all the materials that you're going to get is going to be a premium one. Now, once you pay a refundable deposit, it kind of creates a sense of responsibility. That's what we want. Commitment to the internship and the seriousness that you can bring in the table. And of course, all this should happen during the internship program. Now, the question is, what if we don't take this in refundable deposit? What happened? Number one, to be frank, we get usually a applicant in a month. In off seasons, close to around 12,000 to 15,000. After interviewing, screening, we come down to 400 to 500 students per batch. But soon enough, we also learn from our mistake that majority of the students, they don't complete the assignment, they don't complete the task, they don't even bother to email us back if they have discontinued the internship. And we have to change this. And majority also we found out they're just here for the certificate. Now we have completely squeeze down our batches to 100 students a batch. In a month, we run for this initiative, internship, 100 student a batch. 50 student only for student, 50 student designed for ETP candidate, Elite Trader program. This is one of a program who pays, 41,900 fees. They will be joining to you as well. Same content, same quality, same mentorship will be provided. Now, if we want this to make it commercial, we can increase the number of seats more, but we don't want it. This is not something that we want to make money out of it. This is something we are doing an initiative out of our curiosity, out of our love of trading and investment, and want to grow the community. Now, trust me, this is going to be really helpful to you. And if you're among them, you're already lucky to have this one. Okay. Now, look at here. I'll just show it to you a ETP student who have already enrolled. So this ETP student will be joining you. 50 student will be joining, and you'll be having the same classes and mentor alongside this student. And they are non-student. They will be paying 41,900 in the same classes. Okay. So not only interns. So therefore, I hope you're clear about commitment letter. Is it even worthy paying commitment letter, spending 2 months time of your commitment to this internship program? Well, we will talk about this, why people choose this internship program and why you should also consider this, because this is one of a kind and it is going to help you a lot. Now let's understand why you should choose Tradeshala internship program. Is it even worthy? paying 4499 as a refundable deposit and spending 2 months of your time with us. How is this going to help you? Can we able to provide a value to you? This is the main thing that you should ask. Let me tell you why it is going to be one of the best decisions of your life. First of all, number one, we are only a live market internship provider in India. One of a kind. With the handholded quality materials, training, you check it. They will give it to you, maybe in the name of something else. But our content and quality is going to be surpass anything like you will get a premium institute where you have to pay a lakhs of fees. But you're going to give for free. It's all going to be live, no theory, 99% practical. Okay, this is one of a kind. Number two, you will get a certificate and also get a real trading experience. If you want, you're already a student learning about theory. Okay, you're doing your theory part, fantastic. You also has to learn practical at the same time, because you know why? If you're lagging practicals, the job market is crunching, you know it, what happens next. So you get to learn for free, do it here. Number three that talk about is high value skills. The thing that you're going to learn about trading, investment and capital market. This is a kind of high value skill that will lend you a good job investment banking industries. But you have to start somewhere. Okay, getting this opportunity is very lucky for you. Number four, you get to understand global market exposure. You'll know about countries, international countries, what's happened in US, UK, Australia, Japan, how is their currency correlated, what happened, all the global exposure when there is a tariff announcement, geopolitical tension, natural calamities, how the interlink happens across the global market. Connecting the dots is very important. And if you are one among those students which I have shown to you, you must take it. Try to think in the point of how it's going to help you in the future. Number five is going to be your industry recognition. You'll have a good industry recognition because you'll have a certification from Tradeshala. You'll be getting a practicality, and you'll be, you can add on in your LinkedIn's, and this is something that's going to add you value a lot because something is really worth it in here doing it. And then of course disconnect to your all career advantages. If you're going to learn about trading and investment, it all boils down. If you want to work something that can land you a good job, 81% of our students who work with us, they get to land a good job in the corporate world, especially in broking firm, research institute, investment bankings, or generally in treasury. You'll get a mentorship support from expert who are going to train you, mentor you. They have done their fair shares of experience in the market, and they'll be training and guiding to you, and which is something I appreciate myself, because we are doing this for the majority of students who really deserve, and they're growing in their life. And of course, affordable opportunity. Please don't feel bad because we are taking 4499 from you. You have to understand this is not a fees. Just we want to understand the commitment and the seriousness from you, and that only comes when you are into it. Your skin is into it. And the rewards that you're going to get if you just cross check the content that you're going to learn with us, which I'll be talking about in the next slides. Now let's look into a main crux of this roadmap. Okay, the tasks that you're going to be providing as an intern. Roadmap about the training, how it's going to be. Okay, we have two types of roadmap, one in here, the another in here in these slides. So before I start into roadmap, I want you to listen carefully. Okay, you'll be going to be provided a live training session every single day, Monday to Friday, of course. The global market, two type of training will be provided. One is for global market, global financial market, capital market especially, and one is for national market, how the national market works. Two types of, okay. So mandatorily you'll have two classes in a day. One is 7:30 to 8:30, Monday to Friday, 7:30 to 8:30, specially designed for global market. Another you'll have is for Indian market, and this is again only to the student. If you're Indian, we have a student across the globe, of course, who join with us. If you are foreigners, non-Indian candidates, please, you don't need to take a Indian market class. Okay, the Indian market class will be specifically designed 3:15 to 4:30, Monday to Friday, only for 4 weeks, week 1, 4, 5 and 6. So let me explain to you, walk you through one by one and showing you the practicality at the same time. Just stick on to me. What are you going to learn? I'm going to show in the trading platform as well. Okay, so now let's walk into a detailed roadmap. We have split it into a foundation phase in the first month, and the second month application phase or practical phase. That is what you're going to do, a practical experience. Okay, now before I go into, I'll show you a week by week a roadmap, what you're going to learn, week 1 to week 4th. Okay, and the activities. In the first week of your internship training, you'll be learning about global financial market, pair trading system, how it works across asset class, currencies, commodities, cryptos, indices, how this pair trading system works across leverages and margin being used, and complete system how the decentralized market works. Let me show you in the trading platform what I mean to say what you learn in the first week. Look at here. This is the trading platform we have. If you go in here, these are the types of asset class that you will have. They are close to around 1000 plus asset class across 8 to 11 sectors. Okay. Now I'll show you the sectors. This is the first thing we will understand about what global financial market means across the sectors. For example, we will learn about Forex, which is currencies, gold to commodities. We will learn about again in the stocks. We will learn about indices. We will learn about commodities, oil, bond, ETFs, and so forth and so on. So these are the sectors that you'll be learning how the global financial market works, including USD, INR, Nikkei, S&P 500, so forth and so on. So after learning this pair trading system, in this pair trading system, how do you take decision to buying or selling? What are different order types that you learn? These are the different order types. For example, how do you buy? How do you sell? What do you use margin? Lot size? How do you basically invest and trade for the long term? If you want to trade in cryptos or so forth and so on, this is another category. And when you invest and trade, how do you use margin and leverage? Okay, how do you use the stop out, margin call, exposure, all this, how it works in a decentralized market. Our job first week is to completely give you idea about the trading platform, and nitty-gritty is complete details about the trading platform. That should be our first job in the first week of your internship training program. Once we move on to the week 2, you'll be learning about a central banks and its decision across interest rate, inflation, labor market, job creations, geopolitical tension, natural calamities, and court report. What does this mean? Let me show you to practically. So we will teach you about fundamental decision, monetary policy, how it impact. You already learned about inflation, GDP, all sort of thing. What is inflation? You learn about definition, a good amount of definition. But what you're going to learn with us is something screen that I'll be sharing to you quickly. This is the fundamental analysis that you'll be learning in the economic calendar. How the central bank across the globe take decisions in the monetary policy, and what is this means to us. If we have to look for the inflation, this is no more a percentage to us. We have to connect the dots of the inflation data, what happens previous month, what's going to happen next month, and connecting these dots, where should we invest, how the market volatility reacts. You already learned, you already knew about it, just that for us this is a information to able to invest and grow our portfolio. So across inflation, labor market, job creations, this is data we will be completely learning. And trust me, if you're good in this, talk about fundamental analyst, technical analyst. If you get a job in JP Morgan or in big banking, Citigroup and etc., your package is something really high. But you have to start doing it practically and understand how to connect the dots, because this is a data for you. After that, we will also learn about monetary policy, of course, other decision making process, and so forth and so on. And at the same time, we'll be learning about how the war impact the market, geopolitical tension, anything that ongoing war, maybe Russia and Ukraine, or ongoing war Israel and Iran, or any war that happens across the globe. How is going to impact? How are you going to diversify your asset class? Where are you going to go? Is it you're going to go in the safe haven? You're going in currencies, ETFs, bonds? What is the best asset class of the choice? What happens? How the market reaction happens? So you're going to do this practically and able to set across, because war is not going to end. And another thing we will learn about is natural calamities. If there is a earthquake, tsunamis, or anything that is a natural calamities, it is a calamities to a humankind. What asset class move and what sectors move? These are the things that we will be teaching you practically as well. At the same time, in the second week, you'll also be learning about COD report, something we call it commitment of trader. It's a powerful indicators to understand through CFTC, futures traders report, that are always put on every Tuesday. And we will understand how the big players, money manager, risk manager, big institutional traders, how do they take the trades on the asset class, and as a spot trader like us can able to take the decision on how the big players moves. Let me just give you a small example, right? Let's say I want to look into gold. Okay, we go into gold COD report and understand in between the lines. Look at in here, we already have the data of merchant and producers of gold. What are their positions? They're into short side, they're in long side. What about the money managers, other reportables? What what are the positions and how should we take. They have already punched the trade. How should we take the trade in spot market? This is a very interesting report data, but you should know how to read in between the lines and you'll get a clarity how the market moves. So therefore, all in all, second week of your internship, this is something what you learn is all about a central bank's fundamental decision making process in regards to inflation, job markets, labor markets, and talking about geopolitical tension, any monetary policy change, fiscal policy change, and natural calamities COT report, which is going to be really interesting. And you already is learning it, talking about your, look at it. If you're a student among this, you already have the subject about all this. Just that if you're ready to do practical, it's going to be helping for you a lot. I'm talking you a lot. Okay, now let's move on to third week. Is something we will deep dive and learn about the technicality of the market, how to study the market technically, looking at chart patterns, something I'll be showing to you directly in here in the trading platform itself, how to understand the market looking at chart patterns, candlesticks, how to read it, candlesticks, support, resistance, time frame analysis, time zone analysis, because you are trading this asset class are 24/5. The market now we're closed in global market. Even cryptos works on Saturdays and Sundays, just to let you know how crazy is that, right? So how do you analyze this through a technical analysis? Is that what we are going to learn in the week 3, which is very important, and combine this strategy, we are going to create price action trading strategy. And week 4th is something we will be learning about indicator studies. Some of the top indicators is what you're going to learn, right? Hulshoot, parabolic SAR, Fibonacci retracement, Ranko, and Ichimoku, and so forth and so on. You will be able to find in the indicator, and we'll explain to you much in details, and all doing it practical, back testing it, front testing it, what works for you based on your trading style, so forth and so on. You'll be able to find it in here and able to make a prompt decisions when it comes to trading and investing. At the same time, this is how you complete your rigorous month 1. That's why I keep on telling, if you have only 2 months of time where you can dedicate to learning, upskilling yourself, something which is very important in today's 21st century, then only you joined. Otherwise, this will be a waste. A talent and knowledge will be completely waste of what we provide. Same time, you will be having an activities. These activities are mandatory and must. Everybody should participate. Be a student, be a non-student. We will give you a weekly assignment. You have to complete the weekly assignment, and there will be a trading competition. End of the first, maybe beginning of the 3rd week, ending of the 4th week, probably in the first month itself. Okay. In the trading competition, you'll have a batch size is 100, of course. 50 student, 50 non-student. We will be giving you a cash priced trading competition is virtual money. Cash price of first prize is get 20,000. Second prize gets 10,000. Third prize get 5,000. How good is that? This is something you may be able to achieve it. We want you to get into it. At the same time, of course, we will open a trading account and give it to you a virtual money practice account of starting with $1,000 to $1 million. Practice account is separate that we will be giving to you. And from the first month onwards, you'll be going through a live market analysis. You will be giving you a topic, a research of asset class. You have to go and research, back test it, front test it, and give us your report, a finding report, and present in the session in front of mentors and trainers. And we will be guiding you what works and what has gone wrong. Now let's move on to the second month of your internship program, which is going to be application phase, and you'll be doing a practical, main and core important. Okay, and the task that I've been talking about, that you have to complete the task, I'll be explaining in here. At the same time, about your stipend structure. So before I go into depth of week wise what you're going to learn about your internship, let me first show you a disclaimer about the task that you need to complete. Okay, so the second month is called application phase or practical phase. Your application phase starts from second month all the way till 12th month. But your training only stops till second month, okay? From second month till 12th month, you will be provided mentorship. So during this phase, you'll work on live trading project, okay? Your project starts under our mentorship guidance and combined with strategy building session. We call it BOYS, B-Y-O-S. Build your own strategy is what we're going to do from the second month. To do that, you have to choose where you want to trade and participate. Either you want to go with Indian market or you want to choose the global market. Choice is yours. If you want to do your practical with Indian market, starting is 100 rupees. You can start with as minimum as 100 rupees. If you want to start with global market, you can start as minimum as 2,500 rupees. Either you can get a client who can invest in you, or you can start investing yourself and start doing your own practical. There may be a few questions that you may have. Question number 1 that you may have is profit guaranteed after training? After providing the training, mentorship, is it guaranteed? See, in the capital market or trading industry, profit is not guaranteed, by the way, right? You will receive, however, live trading and support and all the guidance from our experts. Number two, what if I lose some money? Trading and investment definitely involve risk, so you should be very careful and be responsible of your actions. But we will guide you again, give you a training and all the risk management tools that will make you successful. This is something that you should be really careful, because no guarantee to success when you do it wrong. Then the next question, how will I get my 4499 refunded? This is very important, which we talked about. Right? If you complete a task, how would I get refunded? So the task is either you can trade in Indian market or you can trade in global market. You just have to complete 500 trades in Indian market or 10 standard transaction trades in global market in span of 12 months. Under the trainers and mentor guidance, majority of student completes this task in 2 months time. You will think it's very difficult. No, it's not difficult. Majority of student complete in span of 2 months. We have given you a 12 months to complete. Once you complete the task, you can raise the request, your refund will be initiated. How easy is that, right? And once you invest in global market or your client invest, your stipend will be initiated, okay? Once you start practically starting your live project. Let me talk you about how we offer stipend. Please note, stipend is only applicable when you start trading in a global market, okay? It's not applicable once you start trading in Indian market. Only applicable when you trade in the global market. Now, how is that going to work out? Look at it here. I'll give a 3 scenario. Scenario 1, scenario 2, and scenario 3. Let's suppose you're starting with, I'm keeping $1 is equal to 85 rupees, okay? Conversion. Let's suppose you start with $30 or 2,500 rupees. A minimum starting, you'll get a stipend of 1275. Same thing if you start with $500, so forth and so on. That means in a percentage wise, if you look at, you will get a stipend directly 50% of the portfolio size that you handle, okay? After that, any deposit that you make, it will be converted into 20% as a stipend. What I mean is, first, let's say you invest $500, you get a stipend of 21,250. Next, you deposited $100, you will get 20% stipend. To maximum, it will keep going on to $20,000. These stipend credit amount, I'll show you in practical, is only credited to our clients and students, and this you will get in your trading account. You will not get in your bank account. This stipend will be directly credited in your trading account, and with this stipend you can trade, you can lose, and this is a non-withdrawable, but it will help you equity more. How this is going to help you, let me show it to you. This is one of our client account that I'll show it to you how the stipend get credited in your trading account. This client has invested $450. Now he has made profit almost 50% of it. This person has initially invested $450, around 450 change, little bit, and credited close to around $225, $227, which is he received close to around 50%. This is not exactly 450, maybe 455, somewhere 455.60. So this is how the stipend will be credited in your live account, okay? Now, ultimately what has happened when it increases, this is your initial balance and this is the stipend that you receive from RN. Ultimately, it increases your equity. Look at here. Your actual equity is $1,310. So what happened in here is you'll able to have more buying power. You can able to trade more. Like this, the stipend will be credited in your trading account directly. However, for example, how this will help you? This will help you. This is the extra money that you get out of the portfolio that you invest and trade. How it will help you? Let's suppose you lost this money. Let's suppose you're punching trade and you're having a negative of, for example, $1,000, and you can able to recover back from the credit amount that you have received. And you can able to trade with this stipend amount, which is tradable, losable. Okay. And this will help you in one scenario. And another scenario is it will increase your equity amount. So all our clients and students will get stipend amount directly credited in your trading account in the credit section. I hope this is clear. Okay. I hope the stipend section is clear. How do you receive stipend? First 50% or maximum till $500. And the next it will be 20% to maximum of $20,000. Some critics say, why do we have to get a stipend amount from our deposit itself? You don't have to necessarily deposit for your live project. For just you're doing live project, we are adding a stipend amount into, which is an extra money. Nobody will give it to you. We are adding it to you, and this will be beneficial for you going forward. Now let's go in depth what we'll be learning in the second month of your training program. Okay. Second month, is mostly about practicals learning. Week 5 is something that we will learn about cryptocurrencies, investing and trading. All about cryptocurrencies, be it Bitcoin, alternative coins, what are the strategies that need to be used in, so forth and so on, and the tools and techniques that is needed in terms of cryptocurrencies, meme coin, NFTs, and so forth and so on. By week 6, you'll be learning about advanced tools, ICT and smart money concept, how the big institution take trades, what are their order blocks, premium, discount, levels, so forth and so on is something that you'll be learning. By week 7 and week 8, you will be completely trading, live trade and handholded. Our idea is to give you a trade entry setup, showing you and handholding you how it is done practically in the live market, and designing your own strategy what suits you based on your trading style, and guiding you through. By week 8, because all we have learned so far, we have to implement it practically. That's the idea. By week 8, end of the week 8, we will have a feedback and improvement session, or we will have a discussion and giving you a certification by end of the week, right? At the same time, you will be also joining our dedicated community, Marketshala, where we will be discussing, and after internship you can stick on because you will be still given a mentorship for span of 12 months. I hope this is going to help you a lot and grow in the industry. So all in all, this is how you're going to learn in the global financial market. Now in the Indian market, we will have the Indian market, national market, which is only designed for Indian students and Indian clients. Okay, you will have only 4 sessions dedicated for Indian market: week 1, week 4, week 5, and week 6. The first week, the training timing would be 3:15 to 4:30. Just remember, irrespective of week, month 1 or month 2. The first week we will talk about is foundation of the stock market, how it start, major exchanges, participant, SEBI, and regulatory body. And then second week we will deep dive into understanding about little bit of how the order panels are, arbitrage mechanisms, speculation, so forth and so on, and talk about foundation about option buying and option selling strategy. Talk about options. And then by week 5, we will talk about the little advance about option, because what we are going to train is about option selling strategy. Talking about geek, theta, delta, put option ratio, option buying, PE/CE ratio, option selling, PE/CE, bullish market, how to read the stats, so forth and so on. And by week 6, you're going to go into advanced trading in options, or giving you handholded live market support in the option trading skill. So this is all we will be covering in the national market. By end of the week 6 in the Indian market training, you'll be confident to take a option selling and option buying strategy, and with the handholded and mentorship guided, again taking a live trades. Now this internship in conclusion will teach you the topic which we have covered in here. Mainly you'll be learning about stock market fundamentals, all about how the stock market works, how the IPO works, mutual fund, investing, trading, short-term speculation, so forth and so on. And you will be deep diving understanding about options selling strategy. Same time, you'll also work about Forex and global currencies. You learn about major currencies, minor currencies across the globe, how it works, interlinking, correlation, coefficient. Next you will be learning about is commodity trading, gold in metals, silver in agri commodities, soft commodity, and how this trading works and how do you diversify this asset class. Something that we have added on in these is about cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin trading and investing. At the same time, you'll be detailedly learning about technical and fundamental analysis, and also you will be doing it practically, a risk management and portfolio management skills. At the same time, all you'll be doing is in a live trading and creating a new skills. Now if I told you these are the types of syllabus, this syllabus you already have it of those students who are already pursuing one of those student in finance especially, or you're doing a certification courses. So this will help you practically understand what's going on in the class and able to correlate in the market. There is another performance that we look into. If you really perform well in the live market and show us the skills, then you can excel with as small as 100 rupees of your own portfolio or 2,500 rupees in the global market. We will like to give you a pre-placement offer, okay, and currently we are seeking for corporate trainer, relationship manager, and junior trader or analyst. The package that we offer is 5 to 8 LPA. If we are not able to offer you a job, we will then refer to our associates and partners your resume. However, you're good enough, you're not able to work with us, or you're not okay with the terms and conditions, we will give you our Tradeshala funding account. This is something that we run, a funding account in association with Vantage. If you're good enough with your portfolio, we're sure to give you a funding account to know how our funding account works. You can able to handle our money, make the profit share. All you can check in our website, Tradeshala funding account. You can go through in details how we run our funding account, and the fees will be completely waived off. Okay, but you have to show your skills and performance in your own funds or in your client's funds. We don't look about the money, is it 100 rupees, 2000, but you will start handling portfolio from 10,000 to all the way 2 lakhs. The fees that you see will be completely waived off for you, but you have to perform. Okay, this is one thing that we will look into and what we can offer to you once you've been trained and you get skills. Now let's come to a frequently asked questions. Mostly these are the types of questions we do receive. We want to clarify. One of the questions, frequently asked question, is, can I able to withdraw my principal amount, whatever it may be? Yes, you can, with no string attached, terms and conditions. What about my profit? You can withdraw your profit instantly. If it is less than $100, instantly it will get credited to you. More than $100, it will take between 12 to 24 hours. Who will give a client acquisition and doing for your live practical? It's your responsibility for acquiring and clients and handling the portfolio. Can I close my trading account? Will there be any charges? Well, there will be no charges. You can able to close your trading account whenever you like. So will I get an internship completion certificate? Absolutely yes. Once you complete your internship program, you will receive an internship certificate. Common misunderstanding that I want to clarify in here: is this a paid course? This is not a paid course. We take a 4499 as a refundable deposit. If it is a fees, we would have taken it. Okay, this is just an internship. Yes, it is legal and 100% transparent. We are doing within the legal framework. Or if you have any more common misunderstanding, please send it to us, right? People do call us scam and etc. We've been doing this from last 5 years, okay, and having a good brand value, running this initiative program and collaborating with top universities. So let me show it to you. Few of the top universities across the globe that we have collaborated over the course of time in a few slides. Now, these are few students that we have to say we have a good student reviews who have shared their experience, who have done internship with us. You can go check yourself. Also, people are more aware of checking and negative comments. I have done some research and brought a negative feedbacks. Of course, we wanted to learn. Criticism is always nice, right? So we can grow and learn from a genuine feedback. But there's a few genuine feedback that we have come across, which I'm sure you will also go through it. One of the main concerns that we get to listen is, back in days, minimum portfolio used to be 1 lakh. Then we reduced it to 30,000. Then we are now reducing it to 2,500 or even 100 rupees. So some students do find difficulties handling the portfolio of minimum 30,000. So we have changed it completely, which will be much achievable for now for everyone. One of the other cons that we have found out, some of the students do mention, is they're saying a timing is not perfect. Earlier, we used to have a training session between 12 to 2 p.m. Majority of students must have a class. They're not able to attend. So we have changed the timing to 7 to 8:30 after taking polls from more than 10,000 students. And other than that, portfolio management and withdrawals and etc. All this, we have completely resolved our issues to making sure you can able to get a better experience through this internship program. Now, here is the trainer and mentor who will be guiding you through this internship program. Me, myself, I'll be there as a faculty guest for you, who will be hand-holding you, sharing my experience of trading from last 10 years and above with you. And I'll be very thankful to have you in my class to share your experience. I'm very excited to build a community with you right in there. You'll have a Priyan, who is a very experienced trainer and a mentor into these industries. And he's one of the top trader who's handling our portfolio as well. He will be mentoring you, guiding you in the global market. And you have a Yashwant, who will be hand-holding you, training you, mentoring you in the Indian market. And he's a very experienced person when it comes to option buying and selling. You'll be having Rahul, who is again a very experienced person, who is also a trainer and a mentor in the global financial market. Now you'll be guided again as a manager. Your manager would be either Susmita or Richa, who's very much experienced into this field and guiding you. So we are putting a good amount of team in here for student size of 150 seat for the student, so that we can able to give you the value, can able to handhold you and make sure you are happy with what you have invested time with. Okay, now with our work and commitment that we have provided over the course of good amount of years, 4-5 years, we've been recognized across the universities and colleges, and we have associated with more than 850 colleges and universities and counting more, right? These are the few colleges that we have. These are top tier because we do provide live project, internship program, summer, winter, and also we conduct fintech, all other things, so forth and so on. And every year we do take students from here and directly associate with them. In future also we are planning to remove this internship program, initiative program for the open source candidate, and only do it with the associate universities and institutions, probably by the month of December. That's what we are planning for, because we want to keep it only with the universities directly correlating and partnering and doing it. But so there's an opportunity like in there. Before we close, take this opportunity and start as soon as possible. Let me give you a final note. Before I reach to the final note, I should thank you for listening to me to all this video. I think it's more than 20 to 30 minutes. Thank you for listening to me, and I'm sure you must have heard me very clearly. And I'll tell you what we are saying in here. We are going to provide you the skills, the training, the commitment is from our side is going to be 100%. You are going to make a best decision of your life. And if you have a friends and families who wanted to learn and student, take it as soon as possible. It's going to help you a lot, because I'm not creating a FOMO. This is not a marketing gimmicks. We are soon going to dismantle initiative program for open source candidate probably by December, and only associate with the institution partners. Therefore, a final note in here: deposit of what you put 4499 is 100% refundable after completing a certain task, which you can go back and check the video. And please, you join only if you are genuinely interested for this internship program. This will be a career changing opportunity for you, because what you're going to learn with us, it's going to be a completely practical skill. Look at yourself before joining and look at yourself after joining the internship program. You will be completely loaded with knowledge. You'll be loaded with upskilling in financial market, how it works, and you'll be more confident. That's what it will be. This is a limited seat for student, and don't miss out. As I said, only 50 seat reserved for the student and 50 seat reserved for the non-student, because we usually get candidate close to around 10,000 to 15,000 in a month. That's our application flow, and we get to 50 students get hired between 10 to 15 days. So it's going to be first come and first serve basis. So we cannot complain once we close 50 students, whatever it may be. If somebody said, I'm going to pay 11,000, we are not going to take it. It's not for the money, at least for the student, right? We are going to give back what we are taking. It's just to build a core community, and we'll be selected only few students. Okay, thank you. And let me move on to the last slides before I complete. What is next now? You're interested about this. What do you do? Once you fill the form, a detail, you will mention your time of interviews. When you want to do, our HR team will contact you via phone or via email. If via phone, they will check your availability. If you miss 2 calls, they will send directly your name in the dead leads. Okay, so we are not going to follow up again. So look out for the emails, reply back. If you're not interested, reply back, not interested. If you're not receiving because we will not call again, and the interview process will happen from there. I'm very much excited for you to see you in the classroom. I hope you have understood in details. That's all I wanted to communicate to you. What we say in here is going to be delivered 100%. And you will be doing the best decision of your life taking this internship program. I can promise you, and I can vouch you 100%. I want to see you in the class and learn together. Thank you.